Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And today I have a huge life update for you, so let's just get right to it. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this, or if you are a close friend, you've seen my announcement already on Facebook. But for those who don't yet know, I am pregnant. Yeah. I'm pregnant with my fourth child, which sounds completely insane to me because I was so sure we would not have another kid. It was not planned, a complete surprise for us because we thought we were being so careful. We found out on Super Bowl Sunday, just right before the game. I just got a cheap Dollar Tree test. I got three because that's just who I am. And I just wanted to make sure, it was negative because I was a little bit late. But I had no idea I was actually pregnant. I've taken other pregnancy tests because I've been late and it's never positive. But it was. And the funny thing is that because it was one of those cheap Dollar Tree ones, I was so shocked, like incredibly shocked. And I came out of the bathroom with my phone, like filming my husband because he was in the kitchen. And I showed him and he thought I was kidding. And he just told me to take the other test to make sure that it wasn't faulty. So I did. And they weren't. They were all positive. But my husband was still not completely sure. So he went to the commissary and got another test. And I took it and obviously it was positive. So it was a complete shock. It's been wild. I am currently 9 weeks pregnant. I just got home from my second appointment where I got all the lab work done and pap smears and flu shots and all that fun stuff. But I also got an ultrasound. It's actually my second ultrasound and I'm gonna get a third one in 2 weeks. So I'm excited. This is little baby. I'm super, super, super excited about this. At first I was in shock and terrified and in denial. But after a few days, I started to get excited. But it's definitely a lot to take in because we were set on having 3 kids. And I actually got rid of almost every single baby item I had a couple of weeks before I knew I was pregnant. So now we kind of have to start over all over again. And it shouldn't be super bad because now I know exactly what to get. But still, there's a lot of stuff I could have saved for a new baby, but because we didn't know, I couldn't. And I'm sorry if I sound funny. I always get like pregnancy nasal symptoms and it's not fun. I sound like this the whole pregnancy. But yeah, I am pregnant, expecting number 4. I just thought I would go through like the story about finding out I was pregnant and all the symptoms and stuff. After I knew I was pregnant, I realized I had been nauseous a few days before my missed period and I had huge headaches, and I just thought it was because I had terrible headaches and I just wasn't eating because I was feeling miserable, and I thought maybe that's why I have nausea because I haven't been hungry and just feeling so bad. But I'm guessing that's just one of my first symptoms and I just didn't know it. Right away, I can smell things like a mile away. I'm like a bloodhound. So yeah, that was one of my symptoms, nausea, and just really sensitive to smells and scents. And it's been a completely different pregnancy for me. I have been miserable. I know that I am really blessed and I'm grateful for what my body can do, but honestly, I have been feeling horrible because I have nausea all day, like every single day. It just hits me about like 10 a.m. and it's just constant until I'm ready to go to bed. Also been extremely exhausted to the point where if I put my head down, I'm out like a light. Other than that, I've been like super grossed out by a lot of stuff like chicken. My skin has been horrible. I have makeup on, so you can't tell too much. But right here, this is like a dry patch that I have. I have blemishes and my just skin in general is just dry and it's just bad. I've been craving stuff that I only really crave when I'm pregnant. I hardly ever have like cereal, and when I'm pregnant, I can have cereal all day. The only thing that I crave sweets and just complete junk. And then I eat something sweet and immediately want something salty, and then I go back to wanting something super sweet, which is not good. But I've been craving cereal, and I am not a huge pasta person, and I have been eating pasta constantly. Like, it's all I want to eat, with chicken and mushrooms, and oh, it sounds so good right now. I'm hungry. But that's what I've been craving. Like, I've been craving junk, like cereal and just anything that's nice and sweet. And then I've also been craving olives and pasta. Let me see what else. I feel like I've been showing like right away. Like, my belly is just popping super fast. And I actually in like 9 weeks and 3-4 days, and I measured 10 weeks today. So they're thinking, so I don't know. And because this wasn't planned, I'm not exactly sure when this happened. And last pregnancies, both times they were planned, and I knew when I ovulated, and when my, everything. I was certain about a lot of things. But this time, not at all. Like, I couldn't even remember when my period was. I think I logged it right in my pregnancy and my period app, but I'm not completely sure. So it's very estimated, and it's just really not me because I am so used to planning. But that's basically what has been going on. I am almost done with my first trimester, which is, I can't believe it already. And by the time I go to my next appointment, I will definitely be like at the end of my first trimester. And my OB actually told me that because they do a ton of blood work, they quite possibly could have the gender for the baby in my next appointment, which I can't even believe it. I'm so nervous. I don't even know. I feel like it's going to be a girl, but only because this wasn't a planned pregnancy, and I feel like the only time that it could have been, it's leaning towards a girl. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My husband wants a boy. But that's basically what's been going on. I ordered all the free boxes that you get for pregnancy, and I'm waiting on some to get in so I can film what I got. But yeah, you can expect a couple of pregnancy updates on this channel now, because it's just what's going to be going on in my life now. I would never have thought that I was going to be a mom of 4. But here we go. It's happening once again. And I am the youngest of 4, which is like, I would have never, ever thought that I would have 4 children. I guess we're lucky that we picked a minivan when we did, because it turns out we really are going to need it. We are supposed to move in a couple of months, which I will be moving while pregnant. And I actually prefer it because I was not looking forward to having to move with a newborn. Just because newborns just need so much. They are hungry constantly, they get colicky, they poop a lot. So we would have to stop a lot more than with just the 3 kids, because 2 of them are potty trained, and we might even have 3 kids potty trained by then. I don't think so. I don't want to rush it. But it's easier for me to travel with my husband driving, and I can go in the back with the kids instead of having like all seats taken and me having to be in the front. My kids are coming down. Hi. I'm hoping they don't come down again because they're being super loud. But that's basically what's been going on. I'm excited for the next couple of weeks because I can start planning for our next move. We're gonna know the gender soon, and then I can start like knowing exactly what I want to get. I just want a few things this time around. And I already had all these plans of what my life is gonna look like, or what it could look like. And now, it's like we hit the reset button, which is fine. It just took me some time to adjust, which is probably why I didn't share immediately. Also because I am aware that we are very, very, very blessed to have conceived immediately our first 2 times, and now even like to get pregnant when there are so many women wanting to get pregnant. And I also know that infertility is a huge thing that people struggle with, and also miscarriages. So I was, for the first time, really scared to share because, I don't know, for some reason, because we didn't plan this pregnancy, miscarriage was more real to me. and I was just scared. I wanted to go through the first trimester before, and I'm not at the 12-week mark yet. Maybe when you're watching this video, I don't know. But I feel confident now because I saw the baby, and the baby is a wild one. It was just moving all over the place, and I'm already starting to feel like those really, really tiny flutters and like the quickening movements, which is fun. But yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride for us, definitely. So if you want to join us, just make sure you click the subscribe button before you go. And if you like this, hit that thumbs up. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.